Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to start working on my design team project for Tsunami Rose. I am using her junk journal starter kit. This is for a neutral journal, and it has the ephemera bundle. It's an all-in-one. I want to say there's 31, no, maybe 37 pages. I have not printed them all. But yeah, it's very generous, and I'll go through and show you what I've got here. Get that out of the way. There's some really cool journaling cards. Now, I have printed these on 110-pound white cardstock from Walmart. Is it 110? Yeah. And so we've got, these have lines and some vintage rose ephemera, and I really love those. Really cool. So I'll probably have to ink around those unless I spray them or something. Then we've got these longer ones that can be used in some large pockets or tuck spots. There's two of those. And then these are wide. We might make booklets with these. That's what I was thinking. And these are a little darker images, really cool. And then here's some envelopes. There again with the rose images on it. Now, I pulled out the ones with the rose images, but this collection has cars and gentlemen and all kinds of vintage ladies and other things that I did not print out. I just pulled out the roses because, you know, that's my thing. But and then this one looks like it fits inside here, inside this envelope. So that's cool. And then we've got these file folders, and it looks like I printed this one twice. Don't know why. And yeah, these are the little tiny file folders. And then there's these tags, which are really cool. I don't know if you can see the detail on those, but all florals, different branding. These are teapots. Look, silver teapots. Very cool. And then we have the background pages. Now, I printed these on tan paper. Because that way the back is already done. I don't want to do anything tea dyeing or sewing or anything. I just want to do a back to basics easy journal, because I think it's important to know that you don't have to do everything to the nines to make a beautiful journal. So these all have the rose images on them. And I think I've got these upside down. Yes, I do. Looks like there's a bigger margin at the top. There again. Oh, I think my phone's ringing. Oh, it's that spam guy again. Okay, so yeah, rose images. I like this one. All of these have the lines on them. This one has the birds, just kind of grayscale in the back. Actually, it looks like it's kind of brown scale. It's not black or gray. It's almost looks like the color that I use on my StazOn, which is, what did I say that was? Timber brown. Yeah, very close to that. Very nice. Here's one that is blank. And there again, all of them are on tan paper on the back. And this one's kind of a ledger. And it does have it's the one that has the green and the blue and the red lines. And a notebook page. And another type of ledger. I really love these. This looks like maybe some yellow paper. It's been aged, but It's very mustardy, and I like it. And then there's this grungy tally paper. And then here we have some just distressed paper. There's blue, there's looks like a little bit of pink and a little bit of blue in this one. Let's see if I can, I know there's two here, and then this one's more just coffee stained. Can't really tell what else is. There's some lines and scattered very faint images in that one. So that's what I'm going to use for this. I'm going to call it a Back to Basics journal. Sometimes you need to go back. I feel like when you lose your flow of things, sometimes it's back to go back to the beginning and spawn those ideas again. Now I have a couple of other things because this is a neutral collection. Anything goes with it. Now, like I said, I pulled out all the florals, but florals go with anything. And I do have some of these. Let's see if it says on here what collection it is. It does not. But I think these are vintage rose tags, something like that. This is in the ephemera. This is something I had from before that I haven't used. And then here's a couple of journal cards that I think these are vintage postcards. But I will list in the description box the links to what I've used so that you can find that if you want to. Okay, so I've got those, and I think I've got to decide which one I want to use. I'm leaning toward this one, of course, for the cover, and then just adding those tags. And then because everything is, you know, dark and grungy, I am going to add a few things. I may splatter these a little bit because they're very white, but we'll see. And then I have this book that I bought by accident that is a ledger book. So I want to start using these pages. I have a couple of pages, I think. Here, it feels thicker. I think, yeah, I have a couple of pages of tissue. And I probably will only use one of those. Put the other one over here. And I have some music paper, and then I have just a book page from an old garden book. It happens to have double pink miniature roses and African violet, strawberry geranium, coral, and yeah, rosemary and ruellia. Anyway, I liked that, so I pulled that out. And then I'm going to use for the cover a file folder. And then, of course, I have this bag of grunge. This is from my husband's grandmother, so I thought a lot of stuff in here is really stained and grungy, and I want to use it. So I'm going to keep that handy. So let me clear this off and make way. I bought legal size file folders at Dollar Tree. I think they came, I think there were 6 in here, but I thought maybe later I want to do a trifold with them or something. We'll see. But I've seen people work with the legal size, and I don't usually see them unless I go to Office Depot, which I don't ever go, and I happened to see these at Dollar Tree, so I grabbed them. So I am going to make my cover the same size I always do, which is 9 by 6. So I think I want to keep this intact in case I want to use it for an inside pocket. So I want to cut off this end. So I'm going to come to 9 inches here and trim this off this way, saving that because we could use that for a little accordion or pockets or flips or whatever. And then I'm going to turn this way and make it 6. So there I have, these would make excellent side pockets. So So I'm going to ink around this. I think I'm going to use my walnut ink since everything's so dark. Nope, that's not walnut. What did I do with my walnut? Here it is. I do like the walnut stain. These seem to be drying out so quickly when I get them. I don't know what the deal is. I'm just going to go around here and then I will come back and wash off my desk. I noticed that these little lines are usually 1/4 of an inch, but on here they're not. They're 3/8. So this one's 3/8, this one's 3/8. So you're getting 3/4 of an inch with 2 lines. So yeah, that was odd. Of course, that could be why they're at the Dollar Tree. Who knows? My call was cut. My visit to Dollar Tree was cut short because my daughter had a doctor's appointment and I had forgotten that they wanted me to come in at the end. She's over 18, so they're not letting anybody come in anymore because of COVID and what have you. It's like one person can come in, and she said, by the time I get out of there, Mom, I forget everything they've said. So she said, can't you come in? And I said, well, they wouldn't let me come in last time. So I'm going to do both sides. Anyway, this time they let me come in. Sometimes they do. It just depends on who you talk to. I mean, I understand they have policies and procedures and protection in place, and I try to be a rule follower. So I've been, when she goes to the doctor, just dropping her off. Then I take my Kindle and read in the car or play my little game or whatever. But this time I went to Dollar Tree, and yeah, my shopping was cut short, probably for the best. Because it seems like every time I go to Dollar Tree I find something else I can use. They have a lot of good stuff. Not everything there is a bargain, but I do find some interesting things that I don't find elsewhere. Okay, so there's no stamp. Is it in this piece? No. Looks like I accidentally cut that piece off. Oh, that was on the end. Yeah, there's no stamp in this one like usual, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so is that the inside or the outside? I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, get my bone folder, flatten that back out, and then I want to get that card for the cover. So I'm thinking this one. I really like that image. So, I mean, they're both beautiful. That one would be fun too, but because I've got the tags that have the pink roses, I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. You could use so many things. You could use a postcard. You could use a book page image. You could use a magazine image. All kinds of options. You know what? It might be fun, since this color is so similar, might be fun to use a punch on this one. And you wouldn't have to do that. You could just, I said I was going to keep it basic, but I think most people have corner punches. You could use a corner rounder. If you don't have a corner rounder, you could use a roll of tape and draw the rounded corners, or a lid of something. All kinds of things. that you can do. You could use a greeting card that you've been hanging on to. Like that. Okay, I'm going to get my Martha Stewart punch. Okay, I got these on eBay. I don't remember what I paid for them. I bought them from QVC originally, and then I gave them all away on accident. I was getting rid of my scrapbook supplies, and apparently one of the boxes that I got rid of had my Martha Stewart punches in it, so I had to replace them. So I got them on eBay because they're no longer available anywhere else that I have found anyway. Besides Amazon, I goofed up that one, it slid, but once you pull that off, it's really not noticeable. And then you can take a file and just kind of file that piece down, and then I'll go back over it with the ink. See, there's a little piece there. Do this last corner. Sometimes these fold in, and I think that's what happened. I didn't have it straight. If you don't have it in there straight, you get that. See, that one I did right. Okay, so let me put a little bit more ink on there on these corners. I like that. That looks good. And like I said, any punch will do. Even just rounding the corners will add interest to it. So I'm just going back and covering over the white edge of the cardstock. There we go. Okay. If I had been smart, because of the oxide is kind of almost tacky on here, I'm getting my hands yucky, I would have left it on there and then dumped it in the trash instead of wiping it off. Okay. There we go. See? Oh, isn't that pretty? I like that. Okay. I am going to bring in a little bit more here on the ink, though, so that it's not showing through. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. All right, so let's get some glue. And let's hope that it's not all dried out and tacky, because I haven't done anything for a week. Oh, look, there's glue. Yay. Well, it came out really heavy at first, and then it stopped coming out. So, but it's still working. I think we can make it work. And then just put a little bit over that so it doesn't snag. There we go. And just make sure that I've got that 1/4 of an inch all the way around. There we go. Nice. I like that. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the back. I'm going to wait and see. But I do have some paper. Let's see what we want to put on the inside. I don't necessarily want to go with the lined paper, so I'm thinking one of these. Maybe that one with the pink on it, and just cut that in half and leave a 1/4 inch border. So we'll be cutting it at 5 1/2. And I think I'm going to put the pink on this side, like that. I don't really need to ink around this, oops, because, yeah, it's not going to be noticeable because I did it on the tan paper. So it is lighter in some places, but it's not absolutely necessary to do that. That's one of the reasons that I like to use the tan paper, is just so that I don't have to worry about doing so much inking on all these papers. And we can always come back and add ink if we want at any time. Alright, where's the pink portion? I hope you guys aren't getting too many shadows. I usually try to film in the morning, and as I was getting ready to record, I realized that I never reprinted the cards from when I ran out of ink. Oops. So that took a while, you know, some heavy duty printing here. So I had to print out 8 pages, I guess. That's what I get for paying attention. I should have never walked away from the printer. Usually I will print 3 to 5 pages at a time for that very reason, because that way if I run out of ink, I don't go too far and print a bunch of stuff I can't use, you know. But this time I said, it's not that many, I'll just print them. Walked away, came back, everything was purple. Live and learn. I'm just getting the excess glue off. I almost bought another one of those gummy erasers at Dollar Tree the other day, and I thought, no, I'll find mine. No, I still can't find it. I don't know how this stuff disappears. Okay. All right. And maybe I'll just do the same thing on the back with that other piece. And then we can use the extra piece for something else. And that way we'll be covered. And maybe I'll put some fabric or something down the center. Maybe I'll use some of that coffee dyed muslin that I have. I don't know why. You know, this is a security thing, I guess, because you can't see that ink. I don't know why I'm inking. All right, let's get this down. I am not punching the corners on this. I'm just gonna leave that for the fancy front. There we go. So I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. It has been hot here. I am so thankful they got our AC put in the second week of July, because our other one was not keeping up. It was getting to 85 in the house, and it was so miserable at night. So yeah, I'm so glad that we got that AC unit. Now I'm interested and anxious to see if my bill goes down any, because the you know, the old unit was 30 years old. It was original to the house, so we've lived here almost 19 years. The house was 10 years old when we bought it. Kids were babies. This lived here a long time. Okay, there we go. And I think I'm going to do an eyelet closure on the side, and let's put our pages together. See what we want to do with our pages. Get this glue pin in. So I want to put about, I guess I could use that for a half page. I want to put about 20 pages in here. I like the feel of that. So I'm going to go ahead and fold these, and here's my tip of the day. Fold with this board. All you have to do is push the paper up, and you don't have to line it up. And with my eyes being the way they are right now, they changed my blood pressure medicine, and it caused me to be like dehydrated. It was the weirdest thing. Well, I found out that they had added a water pill to it. Well, so I called them and I said, take that off. Because I was waking up with my tongue stuck to the roof of my mouth, and it was hurting. I would wake up miserable and like dry throat. Felt like there were rocks in my throat. I couldn't swallow. And once they took that, I think it's hydrochlorothiazide off, I could, the nights were a little bit better. But my eyes have been super, super sensitive to light. So I have a doctor's appointment next week. We're going to discuss medication because I'm squinting and blinking all the time, and it's miserable. So I'm hoping we can figure out something. The reason that we changed medications was because I had taken the other one for 7 years, and it was causing me to have a dry cough. So I asked her, is there another one we could try? And of course, every time you say anything about a cough, you got to take a COVID test. So frustrating. I have this cough. I know it's not COVID, but whatever. If you say anything about a cough, it's like they stop and they take your temp and they won't even talk to you about anything. It gets crazy. It's a crazy time we live in, guys. All right. I'm not sure. I think I might leave these the way they are, and I'll tell you why. Just for some contrast. I should have left my board out so I could still do this here. I love this. I want to wrinkle it up a little bit. This is just tracing paper. Of course, now it's going to be harder to fold, but whatever. I'm not so smart sometimes. I am not the smartest. Okay, sometimes. Okay, I have to take my glasses off to line this up. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I got new glasses, and I wear bifocals. And they put the bifocal too high. Every time I go in there, it's like, am I the only one that has all these issues with the eye doctor and everything? They don't listen to you. They act like you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm the one that wears them, And they're like, no, look straight ahead. Your pupil is here. And I'm like, I know. But how many people read holding their book straight in front of them? I read looking down. Don't you? Yeah. It was very frustrating for me. Got my glasses. So I have, my husband and we have his and hers recliners that we use for television watching. If I recline, I can't see the TV because of my bifocals, because they're up too high. Everything's blurry. So I went on Zenny.com and I ordered a new pair. And I thought, well, I definitely wanted something that would work for watching TV, and they work great for watching TV. Unless I'm doing something else at the same time, like playing on my Kindle, or how you do more than one multitasking while you're watching TV. Well, I folded this one in, so I'm going to fold this one out. Anyway, I got real smart and I thought, oh, look, they have like progressive lenses. It wasn't Progressive brand, but is it Progressive? Transitions transitions, the ones that go to sunglasses. Progressives is the no line bifocal. But since I was just getting distance, I decided to get the transitions, which was not the transition brand, it was the Zenni brand. Well, they don't transition to, I got them and they're just very light gray, so yeah, they're not going to be good for driving either. But I can watch TV with them, so, and it was way cheaper. Zenni, out the door with the transitions, the sunglasses, it was $50. And I thought, man, you can't beat, that was cheaper than I paid with my insurance at the optometrist for the other glasses. Okay, so what else do I have? Is that it? Yeah, okay. So we've got these two. I'm going to make two piles just so that I don't get everything the same. In fact, I'm going to put this one in the front because it's more interesting. I'll put this one upside down so that we can use the pocket. I'm going to put a book page here. I like the torn at the top, but you do you. Okay, I'm going to put that one there and put that there and that there. I'm not sure what I want to do with that, so I'm going to leave it out and see if we're missing one. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of divide these up. This is my thought process. Sounds like my husband's home. Okay, the dog is happy, Daddy's home. Okay, so let's see, I'm just trying to get some stuff in the front, some stuff in the back. I have that. Let's put this one here and this one here. I'm not sure which way it doesn't matter. I don't want the numbers upside down, but that one doesn't have numbers on it. And there we go. Lots of different papers, and I want to make sure there's lots of writing space. So I'm going to just start putting stuff in. So I've got 6 of these, and then I've got 1, 2, 3. So I'll just, and then I'll find something for the middle. 1, 2, and then, oh, you know what? Rewind. I meant to sort these before I put them in there, so hang on. Let's try that again. Take 2. But 15 to 25 is good for a single signature, and I kind of like to go right in the middle. So let's see. Yeah. Now this book pages are going to have to be cut down. I could put this here. Let's do that. And then we could put some ephemera or something on there. And I might change my mind again because, you know, it's part of the process. Okay. So where's that book page? I want to cut this page down. I think everything else fits. So this paper is 8.5, Why is it sticking? Oh, okay. But it's 12, so I need to cut 1/2 inch off the top and bottom. This paper's not as old as some, so it works with the cutter. That basically will just take the page number off. Let's see if that works. Yep. We're good. Still feels like it's a little large. I think, yeah, I think I'm going to take that down maybe a 1/4 inch on each side. It measures 8.5, but not exact, so let's just, I'd rather have it smaller than larger. And yeah, I'm just going to take and go up to this line here. There we go. That'll work. And then we also, let's see, this is the top here. There we go. Okay. Okay. So then that will fit in here nicely. You can see. All right. Okay, so I am going to add a little bit more ink to these edges just to cover up that file folder. I'm going to sew in the signature, and then we'll be back and we'll start decorating it, because I think I probably want to put some lace somewhere. But I want to put a closure here, so maybe not there. Maybe we'll put the lace on the bottom. So, but anyway, we've got a good start. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye now.